Shalom and good day all. This is T Healing29 back again for another anime review. And in this anime review, I'll be covering the episodes of 216 to 230 of the Boruto Naruto Next Gen. And I must admit, it has been really nice returning to the series as I've had a bit of a break from it. And of course, I've broken this down into three sections of five. So, covering the first five episodes and then the next five episodes, and eventually moving into the area of my afterthoughts. And after that, I'll move into the area of the rating and whatever else that I wish to move to towards the end. So, I must admit, these latest 15 episodes that I've caught up with the Boruto Naruto Next Gen has been really interesting because when I last left these reviews, a lot of these reviews were actually being written down. So from there, I'm moving from written down to actual um, reviews like this now. As you can see, in relation to some of my previous reviews that have gone up on the channel, anime wise. But with that, I've also prepared some written stuff down as well, which will help me get through this review. So I'll now move into the beginning of covering the first five episodes, and I'm not going to name any of this arc um, between the episodes of um, episodes 216 to 230, but this is what I recorded down, linking to each episode. So, moving into episode 216, Boruto has taken us outside of the main Konoha or Hidden Leaf Village to where Naruto and Sasuke can have a better chance to take on Ishiki. Um, whilst this is happening, Kawaki is still in Konoha and he's still having some discussions with Amato and also Shikamaru, not knowing how the situation will unfold with Boruto and Sasuke. As we move into episode 217, Naruto is now fighting against Ishiki in Baryon mode. And the way Baryon mode was done in this was absolutely incredible. And I love the animation of what they used here and also how they executed it to practically match with the manga, if not with more of a cleaner execution of it compared to the manga in the fight scene. And as Sasuke watches over Boruto, who was injured by Ishiki, Kawaki notices his prosthetic hand from the Hokage is weakening in its chakra, having Kawaki anxious about the present situation at hand outside the village. Moving into episode 218, Ishiki has managed to bring Kawaki into the battle by teleporting him from Konoha to outside of the village as to where Boruto, Naruto, and Sasuke are, as he tries to sway Kawaki to come back to him. As things change up in fighting, Boruto gets possessed by Momoshiki, and in this battle, and also in what the battle ensues, this is where we actually get to say goodbye Kurama, or actually we get to see Naruto have a bit of a goodbye to Kurama, and it is an absolutely touching moment in this story. But not only that, after the situation, we have Boruto actually thinking that his father is dead, and we also get an amazing scene that comes from Boruto in this, and it was just oh top, absolutely tops. Um, After moving into episode 219, after the battle against Ishiki, Kawaki and Boruto, Sasuke, and Naruto have returned to the village, learning from Amato that Code, who is an inner disciple of Kara, also bears a karma mark of his own that is presently inactive without knowing what it can do when activated. Jumping into episode 220, Naruto has been in discussion on the situation around Boruto, Kawaki, and Amato and what happened in relation to Ishiki, only to have the hard question brought up in order to keep the village safe as Kawaki gets an invite from Sumiri from the Konoha hospital. Moving into episode 221, the Hidden Leaf Genin are now being brought back to having another Tunim exam. And once again, as the first exam is completed, the Genin are moved to the next of who passed the last exam and going into the Forest of Death. 222 takes us with the Genin who completed the last round. They now have to prepare for the final round and given a day off. With the final round of fights, they now have permission to use the scientific ninja tools to which the Genin takes in account to practice with. It's finally the day of the final round, moving into 223 of the Chunin exam, and it's time for the participants to get to where they all need to be. And will all of them make it to the Tunum exam arena in time? We'll soon find out. Moving into 224, as the Tunum exam continues, Boruto and Mitsuki have been asked by Himawari to help with the situation as Sarada waits to see if they can both make it to the Tunum exam arena on time or in time. Jumping into episode 225, with the Tunum exams still continuing, it is now Sarada versus Jojo, with Sarada wondering where Boruto and Mitsuki are. As this is happening, Kawaki has caught the eye of Shinki, who is eager to find out more about him. And within these last couple of episodes, we get a real good understanding as to why Gara's son is actually there in the village, and it's really nice to see them have a bit of a round together or a bit of a fight together, as it really helps to let Gara know if Kawaki is dangerous or less of a threat at the time. And that message will basically get passed to Gara, to which Gara will also talk back to Naruto, who is one of his best friends in the Naruto universe. So, jumping into the last 5 episodes, Boruto and Mitsuki have been disqualified for not turning up for their match in the Tunum exam. As things draw closer to the last opponents go up against each other, Denki, who is into science and technology, goes up against Tsubaki, who's grown up learning the ways of the samurai in the next match. So, as that match ends up finishing off, and eventually they do end up finding out who ends up winning the match, who ends up reaching the rank of Tunum. We move into team two. We move into 227 of Boruto, to which Team 7 prepare for Sarada's graduation ceremony, and wanting to close up some loose ends with Konohamaru, who is basically the person who watches over them in their main missions, but they learn that he's on a mission with Mirai as Sarada seeks to be Team Seven's new team captain. Team 7 learn that Konohamaru has been captured from Mirai and seek to help him out as well as getting closure in their own personal situation. Moving into episode 228 in the Uzumaki household, today is the day where Kawaki makes his slow path to becoming a genin. So his path to become a shinobi or a ninja, as a part of that training, Hakagi Naruto decides to put on Kawaki on low rank missions to help him socialize and make new friends and learn what it is like in a team environment. Moving into episode 229, as Kawaki has been put on a mission with Shikadai and Chocho, Naruto at his Hokage office has received news of the death of young kids who have been killed by a specialized ninja art. Whilst this is occurring, Boruto, Sarada, and Mitsuki are doing a lower rank mission to which Team 7 suspect something suspicion that some livestock that they were transporting in some strangers that they came across in their journey. Moving into episode 230 and the last episode in relation to what I'll be reviewing here, as Kawaki is on the mission taking Mizuku back to the land of calm seas. They are attacked by one of the retainers who also is from the same land, but who seek to use the medici for exploitive purposes. Team 7 also get the message to help Team 10, because at the time Kawaki is on Team 10 at the moment, out in relation to the suspicious activity around a client from the land of the calm seas. As Kawaki gets a glimpse into the shinobi lifestyle, and I must admit, there was quite a lot to package in here of these last 15 episodes. So now it's time to move into my afterthoughts about each round of episodes. So the first, second lot, and the third. So the first, moving into the afterthoughts, the first 5 episodes to returning to Boruto were quite interesting as there was quite a lot happening in these episodes. From Boruto transporting Sasuke and his dad Naruto to a location away from the Hidden Leaf village to go up and against and fight Ishiki. And the fight goes on for quite a number of episodes as we get to see Naruto use Baryon mode on Ishiki, to which made it things slightly difficult for Ishiki to fight Naruto. That even Sasuke sensed the change in his chakra. With around the midpoint of these first 5 episodes, we do get a very real moment, not only for Naruto and the loss of Kurama, but also for Boruto, to which he feels that he has lost his father, who fought against Ishiki, and eventually a fight against Ishiki and Kawaki happens, plus another against Boruto, who got possessed by Momoshiki, who goes against him to when the battle is over. We also learn some things from Amado, who is basically preparing us the view of another upcoming threat that will come to the Hidden Leaf, being Code, who is an inner cult member of Kara, until eventually Boruto and Kawaki finally return to the Hidden Leaf. So moving into the next 5 episodes, Naruto decides to bring back the Chunin exams once again, to which also gives some Genin some time to shine outside of Team 7. As the students complete their certain exams with so many passing along with those failing to try again another time, we do get some interesting fights as well as things get as well to things that get Boruto and Mitsuki distracted in relation to Amato, people interested in what he has to offer them to become strong nations in the ninja world. As this is occurring, Gara has sent Shiki along with his teammates to the Hidden Leaf village at Naruto's call to also help watch over Kawaki as the Chunin exam is happening. Now, finally moving into the last episodes, so the big brunt, moving into the last 5 episodes where we start to reach an end of the Chunin exams, as well as learning as to who the Chunin students will be in the Hidden Leaf. I must admit, the way the Chunin exams have changed from picking one student to picking multiple students who made it to the rank really caught me by surprise, as we saw Sarada, Denki, plus two more Genin who also reached the rank or made the rank of Chunin, to which they will to which they can now be a captain of a Genin team and go on to harder missions. As things progress towards the end of these last episodes, we get Naruto trying to find a way to help Kawaki improve his social skills, being put on some missions with some of the teams, which at first he is quite hesitant until he is put on one mission with Shikadai and Chocho, and that's Team 10, with a client from the land of the calm seas, to which the client is called Mozuku. A discussion brews up between them throughout the mission time, as they both learn that they have someone that they look up to, as this draws towards Kawaki's path to becoming a shinobi of the in the Hidden Leaf. Upon his hardship on this mission, Shikadai also takes some time with Kawaki when the mission is finished and shows where the Hidden Leaf honor their shinobi, giving him something to think about. And I must admit, that was probably one of the best scenes actually towards the end of this, to which we did actually have Shikadai literally taking Kawaki to an area to which I felt, in essence, he didn't know about the grave or the cemetery to which um, the the hidden leaf actually had, and it was a really good but also new opening experience. But you can also see that in this time period, Kawaki, he after seeing this, he wants to be the best shinobi or ninja that he can be in the Hidden Leaf Village. It has that much of an impact on him, that you actually get to see what sort of happens after that. But I'm going to leave that off so that you, if you are actually new to the series, you can um, enjoy that for yourself as you watch the episodes all the way through. So, as we approach the last scene in the five of these 5 episodes, we finally get another reunion between Kawaki and Naruto. With Kawaki expecting the worst, he finds out some good news he didn't quite expect. And I'm not going to give you that good news. You got to go watch this to see it for yourself. So I really enjoyed returning to the Boruto anime, as I also have the manga to catch up with too. I definitely enjoyed the animation to both the main and supporting characters, to which I really think the supporting characters really shine in a number of all of these 15 episodes all up, and how well the story is progressing. I stick with my rating I give and look forward to sharing more reviews on this series. So here are my ratings. So for the main characters, I gave an 8 out of 10. For the supporting characters, as I really enjoyed the supporting characters in this, I felt they gave it their best and their all, to which I gave an 8.5 out of 10. For the animation, I gave an 8 out of 10. And for the story, I gave an 8 out of 10. So I'll leave it with this. A big thanks to the creator of Boruto. And until then, let's keep it colorful and have yourself an awesome day.